Hi, everyone. All right, and we are live.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brittany,
Hi.
the Cosmic Lunar Soul. Have with me, as always, Priscilla from Priscilla's Wait. Oh, God, I forgot.
Tarot Corner.
I was like, is cozy in there? I gaslit myself out of saying it the right way. And then, of course, we have on Alana from oh gosh, she has such a long name. 3 degrees
of love divination.
Love divination.
Yes. You can
Always
just say
which
3
comes
degrees
first,
of love or whatever. Like 3 degrees is fine.
Awesome. I'm bombing this intro, so that's fun.
That's fine. We all have long names. It's okay.
So this month we're doing our Black History Month special. Yay! And we're just going to be showing off our decks that are decks and books and whatever other tools that we have that were created by African American creators. So no real structure, but if you guys have some decks or something else you want to shout out, feel free to put them in the comments. And you want to kick us off, Cill?
Sure.
Yay.
Sure. So the first one that I'm going to show is actually the Black Tarot. This is by Naisha Williams, Naisha Williams, and then illustrated by Kamishka Nato. I love this deck. I'm actually using it currently. Using it currently. So this deck plus their Oracle is what I'm currently using.
I just found that Oracle this morning. I was like, I thought I had put it in my stash. No, I didn't. Okay, well, here you go.
Yeah, I love this. So the tarot, and Oracle, the kind of design that it is like faceless people, which I know not everyone enjoys. So there are no faces on these individuals. I actually don't mind it. I love it, honestly. And I really love this deck. The way it's designed, the guidebook is fantastic. So the guidebook is actually written by a Black author, and the whole deck was created, like the creation of it was created by the Black author. But the illustrations, I don't believe she...
I should have looked her up.
I don't believe that she's Black, but she lived in South Africa, from what I know. Or she's from South Africa, but I don't believe that she's...
I think she might be half. I think she might...
Oh, okay. That would make more sense, I think.
Yeah, I think she's half.
Yeah, I looked her up on Instagram. Kamishka Naidu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah.
Neither do I. I don't know.
She's some kind of person of color.
yeah, she's a person of color. That I do know, because I follow her on Instagram. I love her. She posts like artwork and stuff on.
She might be Indian.
Yeah, she looks
like Indian, not native, but yeah.
But she grew up
or some sort of mixture of that.
Yeah, she grew up in South Africa, though. That's what it says in the guidebook.
Yeah,
in the back, which is really cool.
I really like this guidebook.
I love this guidebook. Yeah.
It's one of the few that doesn't have the photos in it that I actually really, really enjoy. Because it has that like alignment part of it that I don't feel like a lot of... Not that everybody has to do the same thing or anything, but it's just something a little unique, a different take on it.
Yeah, the layout is great. The layout is fantastic, the way it's
Yes,
structured
it
and
is.
everything. So I definitely agree with you there, Brittany, in terms of that. The fact that she has like traits, which are keywords, and then card description. There's like keywords. In the major arcana, they give like way more. So you have like the flower that's associated, the element, the
Aligning, there's an
chakra.
affirmation. I love the fact that there's
Yeah,
the affirmation that's there. And
yeah,
then of course there's also, if like when in balance, when out of balance, like the yin and
yeah,
yang, right? So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I really love. I actually use that section a lot when I'm
Do you?
yeah, I use it a lot. It's like the most used section that I use when I use the guidebook. I mostly use the bottom part because that's actually the most consistent throughout. So the majors and the minors both have the yang and yin options in terms of
Still,
like
like right
you're
here for the
you're
seven
giving
of
a little bit of
baskets.
like feedback. I don't know if your mic is like either dying or not plugged in all the way or however it works.
no,
Ooh.
my mic is fully in.
Oh,
It was fully charged. I charged it before I.
huh. Okay.
Is it okay
And
now or?
no, I'm still hearing it. It's not horrible. I can hear what you're saying. It just has like a little bit of feedback. And by the way, hi Ruby, hi Luke, welcome. Sorry, I meant to say
Hi,
hi.
welcome. Thanks for being here. No, yeah. Well, thanks for being here, but no, I'm not saying no to that. I meant, what thing that I really like, because I'm just looking at, I opened the book to the seven of baskets, and then, so when I was talking about the yin and yang, but then there's like how to bring back into balance, right? Aligning, and then there's like a suggestion on how to do that. So
Mm-hmm.
like an activity. So like for this one, for the seven of baskets, aligning would be doing what scares you. So that's one of the things that I really really love about this deck and book set.
Yeah, I find that I use the book a lot more than I use the card because you were totally right. So I'm not into like the facelessness of them, but
I'm trying.
I never thought to really consider the yin yang side of things. I think that's really a different aspect of depth that I haven't explored yet.
Yeah. I think my I, on the other hand, actually like the facelessness. I think it gives that opportunity for um, to really sort of be able to put yourself in the frame, like in right,
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that um, it it allows for you to imagine features and things like that according to how you read. I know some people
Mm.
don't usually like that, as you were saying, but I actually do like that a lot. Not to say I
Yeah,
don't
me too.
read with other decks and enjoy them, but yeah.
Are you also using the journal with it or just using the cards?
No, I'm just using the cards. Is it better now?
Yes.
I reconnected the Bluetooth and stuff. Maybe it was the Bluetooth that
I
was
didn't
acting
hear a
strange.
problem, so
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but is it better now, Brittany? Does it sound
Yeah,
better?
it is.
Okay, maybe it was just the Bluetooth connection. Maybe there was something wrong with that.
Maybe.
maybe.
Just it
No,
was
I
sitting
haven't
on the
actually
table.
used the journal. The journal is somewhere on my shelf.
No worries. I can show it off if you wanted to.
Yeah, I haven't used the journal. I don't use any of the journals because I don't want to write in them. But I guess if I was to use it, I'd probably use it in another separate notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But
That's exactly how I am. Because
yeah,
it's too pretty.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
yeah, I
Hopefully
know.
a little bright. But for anybody in the comments that kind of wants to see, this is like kind of the
Yeah,
standard structure of the entire book. Very
yeah,
simple,
no.
but
Yeah, for me, I didn't, I'm not using it because when I do readings with this particular deck, I have like extra paper for my happy planner that I put into my happy planner and
mm,
I write my reading there. So no. And so far I've only used this deck. I've been using it with the Oracle for my monthly reading. So I did my monthly
mhm.
reading and I've been doing my weekly readings in my happy planner. So each week I'll pull
Oh,
like one Oracle card and then two tarot from the deck.
mhm.
to just see how my week is. And then I've been doing some extra readings. Like I did, what other reading did I do with this? I did a reading for like something astrology related, and I used this deck with it. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Or 2 readings that were astrology related, and I used this deck with it.
Gotcha. All right, Alana, what do you want your first shout out to be?
Okay, so this was a debate. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So, my first one is the Little Buddha Tarot. This is the bag.
Oh, I love that bag.
Yes.
So cute.
And what I really love about, and anybody who knows about Push Kitty and all all of the decks that that she's done, I think the little, is it the little Wizards Tarot and all of those decks and the
I really want the new edition. I'm waiting for her to like open the back or whatever kit thing so I can get that deck. I really want it.
Vibrating
because it's Harry Potter themed. It's Harry Potter themed.
So I think it's so cute. Like and the thing is, so actually, because I remember when I first got this, this is the limited edition copy that I have, and I know I have not used this deck yet. Funny enough, but it's been something that I've wanted to use for the longest while. I just haven't pulled it out yet. I have 166 out of 777. Cool. And but this deck is super cute. And the one thing that I really like is the little Buddha, actually. So it has its title card, and then it has a little symbol key card. And I think the images are just so sweet and so cute. And actually, the little Buddha in this deck is actually designed from her own son. And inspired by her son. I remember when I reached out, I was like, it's so cute. And then even on Instagram, I think she has pictures of him too. So I thought, oh, you know what? It's so adorable.
It is.
And of course I have the matching oracle.
And then you said there's another one coming out soon, or about to be Kickstarter or something.
Not the little Buddha, the little Wizards Tarot.
Yeah, that's
she's doing a second edition.
Yeah, in her line of decks that she's done. Here's the Empress, and then I think the other thing is too, what I really like is there's, so even with the oracle, the little Buddha, it's very much geared to healing, self-help, because there's I think one of them is there's even a deck, I forget what it's called, that she does, but it's all about healing and trauma based.
Let's see, I'll
Google it up, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
So the guidebook is all like, it has all of that stuff in it?
No, she has a work for that other deck. She has a workbook that goes along with the deck. It's a trauma. Cool. I think it's a trauma. Is it trauma response deck or trauma something deck? I can't.
I'm looking. Hold on.
That kind of sounds up Luke's
The Trauma Oracle. The Trauma Oracle.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah. So
this is cute.
Look at the lovers.
Oh, that's cute. I like the colors. The colors are just
it's vibrant, right?
Yeah.
And here, okay, so here's the strength card. And then, well, my card, because I'm the hermit. And we're in a hermit year. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cute. I'll show you after you go, I'll show you like later I'll show you the oracle, but yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep to the same color scheme and shout out the Black Femme Tarot. This is by Letitia Shelton and illustrated by Roberta Rodriguez. Letitia, her handle is Illuminati, but I backed this like a while ago. She tried to do a pocket version, but it didn't meet its fundraising goals, so she hasn't done it. I don't know if she'll do it again, but technically this is deck 27 out of 1,000. Her guidebook is so cute. So it's fully colored and illustrated, and like, look at the pages. There's a lot going on, so it can be a little overwhelming, but there's a lot of detail in there too. And she does incorporate a little bit of like the yes, no kind of thing. And then let me keep going. Like, there's just color throughout this whole thing. It's really easy to read once you like aren't looking on someone else's screen at it. But look, here are the cards. Here's the back, just so vibrant and pretty. They make me happy. I'm so rough with the cards, but they did have like a really pretty pink hollow kind of edging. And then
they still do. It still looks fantastic, even with the wear and tear. Like I have that deck too, and of course, yeah, it's there in my pile. And that was actually one of the decks I wanted to shout out as well, because also too, I had that creator 2 years ago on my channel for Black History Month.
Oh my God, that was so long ago now. That felt like it did not seem that long ago.
And the creator gifted me the deck so that we could go through it together, and it's been one of my favorites ever since.
Yes.
So yeah, I absolutely love it.
I love so obviously this is all about like Black femininity, this deck, and I love the body diversity in here, and I just like the representation and sort of different take on the Rider-Waite-Smith. And I feel like I love decks that have Queens of Wands and like Queens of Pentacles that I feel like I can relate to, and this is like so me, even with down to the black cat on the lap.
Also, I would make mention that with that deck that you're the Black Femme is that, yeah, it's definitely body diversity that's there, but it's also supposed to be pride friendly as well. So
yeah 100%. Like this card is a good example of that, where it's just like your person to represent relationships, but it's gender agnostic. It definitely, obviously it's the Black Femme Tarot, so it leans very feminine. But I think that's fine if that's the goal and perspective that a deck wants to take. And but I love this too, like Soul Tribe, just it gives a lot of like generalness to something, and it's very much up to your own interpretation how you want to go with it. And I think it makes it really versatile for using for other people too, depending on who the person is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Laura, I agree. I love the body diversity. That's really what sold me on it originally, and the vibrant colors.
I hope she tries to redo the Kickstarter to do the mini.
I know. I don't know. I technically follow people on Instagram, but because I've sort of had like I don't know, like a love-hate relationship with Instagram, I don't actually actively follow people. So I don't know if she's wanting to do it. I would love for her to, because I would be the first one in line for a pocket version of that. I mean, I did back it originally, and she didn't meet the minimum. So I don't know. We'll see.
But that
Fingers
wasn't the only thing she was looking to do, because I think from what I recall from the interview, there was also, and that was also, it was initially for the Kickstarter, like the one that you backed. If she had met stretch goals, there was a possibility of having like an astrology, I think, expansion pack or a separate sort of deck that was going to go along with it.
Okay.
And I think that was something that when she did the pocket one was also going to be something that was going to be a part of that too. But yeah, I hope she does, because
I do. I really like her perspective, and it's very cute and very welcoming. It's my like happy deck when I use it. It's like I want some happy readings.
Yes, very much so.
All right, so what's your next shout out gonna be?
Okay, so my next one I chose is Golden Mantras by Destiny Taylor, and illustrated by by Kat Willett. The illustrator, again, this illustrator is not a person of color at all, but the creator of this deck is in fact a person of color. She's a Black creator. This was originally indie. We love to see when things get picked up mass market and whatnot, which is absolutely amazing. So I love this. It is an affirmation deck. There is illustrations on the back, but they just repeat. So there's like a sun, a moon, and then
it's like the moon and the sun, and then like the hands holding a moon face.
Yeah, there's also a Black person with really cool hairstyle. I'm not sure what kind of hairstyle this is, but it looks really awesome. I absolutely love it.
Like there's a few different names. One, I think, corkscrew, and then another one might be what they call China bumps. I don't know, but
no, yeah, they're Bantu knots,
or even that. Yes.
And they're really cool.
It also depends on what like part of the
region you're from. Yeah,
exactly.
I love it. Oh, and she has a really awesome nose piercing, which I also love.
And the earring.
Her nose. Yeah, she has one earring, and then the nose piercing is really cool though. It's like a flower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I follow her on TikTok, so isn't she coming out with another deck soon?
Yes, I have the other. Well, she has another deck, and I do have it. It's prosperity something. Prosperity mantras. It's up there. I didn't want to show two decks from the same creator, because then it would just get crazy long. Yeah. So I picked one deck that I thought would be really cool to show, which was this one that was picked up originally. It was indie. Her second deck I don't think was originally indie. I think she made it specifically with running press. Yeah. I don't know if she's coming out with any other decks though.
Okay, maybe that's the deck I'm thinking of.
I'd have to get back to you on that, because I don't know. But yes, it's just an affirmation deck. I really love the affirmations though.
I like the guidebook too, because it has the journal prompts to go with each affirmation.
Yes.
So you can either write like for the affirmation itself and how you feel, or you can go to the guidebook and look at the prompt for that affirmation, which I really, really like.
And I love that, because most affirmation decks don't usually come with a guidebook. And I love when Running Press specifically, they do affirmation decks, but they still include a guidebook with extra information, because it's like it makes it as a deck that you can use in multiple ways. It makes it multifaceted, pretty much, which I really love. And I don't know if her original indie deck came with a guidebook. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I think,
but I love that.
What Bantu knots are?
Oh, I don't.
Bantu knots.
Brittany can answer your question, I think.
Ruby. I don't know if Ruby was asking if they were Bantu knots or what Bantu knots are.
Oh, I don't
know. But I just saw it, so I just figured I'd bring attention to it, because
maybe you can just show the picture again.
Yeah, Bantu knots are like I'll show like a picture, like a picture of a person, but they're literally just twists that are twisted tight and then twisted around each other to create little knots. My hair's too thin to do them out, so they're a protective style for me, like at home at night sometimes.
Oh, that's cool.
Like,
Yeah, me too. That's,
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love it. Honestly, I love watching hairstyles on TikTok, and I love just sometimes I just end up on this style like a random place in TikTok where I'm just watching all these black hairstylists just do hair and do like the braids and stuff, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this is so nice. Like just watching it is so soothing just to watch how they do
it
them.
is. For
But I'm
some
sure it
reason,
takes so many hours to do hair like that. And I'm just like, the patience these people have for this kind of styles and
To
the
sit
amount
there
of
is one
work. And
thing,
I'm just like,
then to be
wow.
doing it is another.
Wow. It's amazing though. But I love it. I love just end up on random TikTok places.
That's the joy of the TikTok algorithm. It just shows you some really interesting stuff from time to time. And you're like,
yeah, I know.
I needed to know this, but I like this.
So yeah, that was my next one that I chose.
Yeah, that was technically going to be my next one too. I'll skip
it. Well, that wasn't going to be my next one, but that's in my series
collection.
Yeah. Okay. So Alana, what's your next one then? Show something maybe we don't have.
Okay. Well, that would probably be easy because
you have a lot of decks, so I'm sure there's a lot of things that we don't have that you can.
But there's also a lot that are repeats because you guys are the culprits. You realize that, right?
Yeah. You see it on our channels, and then you're like, oh, I need.
Same with like Robin. That's how I end up with a lot of. Oh, yeah. I knew I forgot to pick up a deck.
So I figured because I said I was. So this is the Little Buddha Oracle.
Yeah.
To the Little Buddha Tarot, and it's.
One sec, guys. I'll be right.
Sure.
And then so this one's actually a square deck.
Ooh, I like that. I like when decks are a different shape sometimes.
Yeah, right? So it's actually, her name is Amy, by the way.
Amy, okay.
Yeah. And so like it's just super sweet, right? And they're pretty much all affirmations. So like this one is ask for help and you will find assistance was near the entire time.
Oh, I love that.
Believe in miracles.
You said that, and all I had in my head was believe in magic. Magic. Because I thought you were gonna say magic when you started reading that. So that popped into my head. Anyway.
Courage is contagious.
Oh, that's so cute. I love the art. The art is so
cool. Look. And this one, I love this one. He's such a happy little Buddha, right? Aww. And it's this one's decompress. And I love the backs too. Very simplistic, but it's got like puzzle pieces on the back and these sort of weird shapes and clouds kind of theme.
I love it.
Do the inner work. Do your research.
It's so cute.
But this, don't force it, just ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
Right? Don't be afraid to evolve.
Is there a frog in that one?
Yes, there's a frog, a crab, and
I love little frogs.
And
frogs
fishes
are cute.
That look like tadpoles, I think. Little froggies, but anyway. And then so dream bigger, dream wider, fulfill your heart's desire.
Oh, that's nice.
Right? I think it's super cute. And I think what and it's like a blush, a very light blush edging.
Ooh.
Pink.
Is it matte or is it shiny?
It's matte.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes, it's matte. The Little Buddha Tarot, it's also matte pink. But it's a brighter pink. Yeah. So stay in tune with the moon.
That's so cute.
So I really love it, and the fact that like they match, like, you know, like I just yeah, I think it's super cute. And then while I guess since Brittany is still
No, there's
I'm
Brittany.
back.
I summoned you apparently. I was about to say, since she's still not here, I would go and quickly show the pastel kitty tarot, which is
That's
this
fine.
one. This
I'll
yeah,
always make concessions for cats. I mean,
that's another push kitty deck.
yeah, it's another
right?
push kitty, but this one was an add-on, and she has since done like a full deck, whereas this one's just the majors, so it's a majors only deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know
Oh.
if anybody and this one,
That's cool.
these are the backs.
I love the backs, the
cute.
rainbow.
Yeah,
So
they're
nice.
so cute, right? And all her cards, even though they don't come with, for the most part, they don't come with guidebooks. I think the only deck that comes with a guidebook is the Little Buddha. After that, I think all the other decks pretty much don't have guidebooks. They're just like a title
Okay.
card and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, but they're based on RW. They're based on RWS, so
Exactly,
I can
so-
understand why they wouldn't come with guidebooks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now it's illustrated by Lucy G, who I don't know who that is, and I'm not sure if they are a person of color or not, but yeah. So
Hi,
here's
Luna.
cool, and it's a piggy.
Hi. Sorry.
There's the star of the show.
The true star of the show wanted to make herself known.
Right? We have a Hello Kitty for the High Priestess.
Hello, Kitty.
Aw.
Okay, well, maybe not actual Hello Kitty, but you know, copyright, whatever.
A good day, cat.
Right?
Don't sue us, Hello Kitty.
It's a fake Hello Kitty.
Yeah, there you go. The Empress. So the Emperor. This was just a bonus because of Brittany. But anyway, so you know.
Your turn,
Okay.
Brittany.
Yay. Sorry, I had to I realized I forgot a deck, and I don't know how I could, because I literally showed it off last live, I think it was. This is the Golden Arrow. I think I forgot because it was in a whole different pile that I still have to put away. Anytime we do these, it takes me 3 years to put everything away.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I put stuff away right away. I'm like, no, I can't, because my room becomes a mess.
Pile in the side of the room, and where are you going, Luna? You're the star.
I like that, Ruby. Just call her the General Greetings Feline.
General Greetings.
Wait, are you talking about the card, or are you talking about her cat? Which one?
No, she's talking about the Hello Kitty card.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure.
So I love these cards. These this is by Straight Priestess Tarot. It's hard to find her information, but I believe her name is Nicole. I don't know the artist's full name. Her handle is generally who she is online. So she goes by Street Priestess on her social medias.
Okay.
So, but this basically, as I won't spend too much time because literally talked about this last month, but this is based off of the Gullah Geechee culture in the Carolinas. I always forget which one. I think it's north, south. I'm always wrong. But I bought this because I was wanting to explore a little bit more hoodoo, and I kind of wanted a deck to reflect some of that work, even though I very rarely combine my practice with tarot and stuff like that. But I just wanted a little something to reflect the vibes of what I was working with at the time. And that's generally how I use this, so I don't use it regularly. since I'm still feeling through the whole journey of hoodoo, which you kind of see a little bit going forward. One of the things I really like about this deck is just the people. So we were talking about how with the Black Tarot, I don't use it as much because I don't like the facelessness. But then this is just so, it's the polar opposite where I just see the eyes are very much like the theme, or their faces are very much the theme of the cards. And I just I love this deck. I don't use it a lot, but I do love it when I use it. Yeah. So yeah, I think her name is Nicole, but if she wants to go by Street Priestess online, that's the handle you can find her by.
That's good.
All right. Cill, what you got next? I actually don't have much more.
Okay. I still have a few, but
okay.
I picked the African Goddess Rising Pocket Oracle. This is by.
Somehow I knew you were going to pick the pocket one to that.
Because I don't have the full size of this.
Oh, you don't?
No, I've never. So, okay. Anyway, this is by Ebola Abrams. Let me just say that. Okay, so I've never had the full size because this deck has actually never interested me. But Hay House sent me the pocket edition when it came out because I was like, you know what? Let me take a look at it and see if it interests me. And I'm glad I never bought the full size because I love the pocket.
I mean, you are a pocket girly.
I love pocket decks, honestly. Pocket decks. But I love, so the full size is very glossy, and obviously the pocket is also glossy. So I actually enjoy it more as a pocket deck than I would a full size, to be honest with you. And the colors are really, really nice. The art is gorgeous. I love the artwork of this deck. And it's like different goddesses, but there's like a structure in the guidebook to it, I believe, because they all have like different colored numbers. So each suit has like a different color. So there's like a structure.
This bag is because this is the full size.
Oh, okay.
But I love the art. There's keywords on the card. So there's the name of the goddess and then the keyword underneath. I will never try to pronounce any of these goddesses' names because knowing me, I'm just gonna butcher and I don't know. It's okay.
So I barely
got through naming you guys' channels, so I wouldn't give it a try either.
And I've actually used the crap out of mine. But I feel like part of it though is the I was a little disappointed because of the fact that I feel like Hay House does some incredible decks and things like that they produce with their creators. But I didn't like the card stock for this. I love the deck. I don't like the card stock.
Because it's glossy?
Not even really the fact that it's glossy. But the fact that because like mine, like from right away, like with and I'm like you, Brittany, I riffle my deck and bridge it. So a lot of the edges have sort of torn and are like lifting up and things like that. But actually, it's even considering still, it's held up pretty well. But like, yeah, I just feel like it's the quality of the card stock sort of for like people like me who shuffle their cards like heftily. And I have I think another deck that's Hay House, one of my first ones, the one by who, oh my god, I can't even remember the creator. But it's the Psychic Tarot, which is not really a tarot deck.
Oh, that deck, oh my god.
That was one of my first decks I ever had. And like within
it's also coming out of pocket.
And it was one of my first decks. And within a month of having it, it looked like I've had the decks for decades. Like that's how trashy it looked, right? And I even called Hay House to be like,
what the heck?
what the heck? But they wouldn't do anything about it because I bought it from a store, right? So yeah. But here's
I think the rituals and the exercises are only in the full size guidebook
The
because
full-size guidebook?
I don't have that in the pocket edition.
let's
I
see.
Ruby,
only
let me look that one up.
have a guidance which has questions, like a question, I guess, and then an embodiment and then like an affirmation. I don't have
Let's see. Can I see your guidebook?
Rhythm,
Those look exactly pretty much.
Rhythm and Blues Tarot or Rhythm and Soul Tarot?
I think the only thing that's different is that I have the card image where you don't.
Oh, then I don't know what Ruby's talking about then.
Oh,
Unless
the
she's
Rhythm and
talking about a
Blues
different
Tarot.
unless she's talking about a different deck. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what's going on.
That one is. I know which deck you're talking about. I've seen it. I don't remember who created it to know if it's like that kind of deck, but the theme is very southern, and it is diverse, and it's very New Orleans based, I believe. So
yeah, but I was gonna say, Alana, for the pocket edition, the cardstock is actually pretty good. It's glossy, but it's pretty good. So maybe you want to pick up this to add to your collection.
tempting my
If the full size is not good with the cardstock. But yeah, the newer deck that she has
the
matte cardstock.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like fully matte. There's like a sheen, so maybe like a semi matte, but it's really nice too. I wasn't gonna show it mainly because of I was showing the pocket edition, and again, I didn't want to. We don't need to show every deck from every that every creator has.
But that's
I don't
one
know
of
the
my
guidebook
favorite
in this
ones,
one.
actually. That one I wanted to show, but because I really like that deck. And I've used both decks, I think, on my channel maybe last year or the year before. I think I showed I used both of them in tandem. So
yeah,
together.
this deck is really nice, like very nice. The art style is
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. Yeah. So I still very much love my full size.
Oh, she wrote a separate book, is what she's saying. So it wasn't in the guidebook. It's a separate book that you can buy that has more explanation.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
To this. Okay, I don't have that.
I looked up so it's the Rhythm and Soul Tarot by Stacey Williams.
Oh, I think I've heard of that deck.
I have heard of it. But I think that one's an indie deck, no?
It is. It's actually not that much. It's $50. I mean, considering it's an indie deck. And it is very much based off of like music inspired by African Americans, even though she words it as the American South. But she
I have seen this deck before.
The deck is very beautiful, though.
It is. I've seen it before. I believe I saw it when it was. I follow this creator.
Kickstarter. Actually. I think it was a Kickstarter.
It was a Kickstarter.
Yes, it was a Kickstarter. Yes, I remember when it was on.
Yeah.
It's $72 Canadian.
Oh, okay. The difference between currencies is
so that's probably like 55 for you.
It was 50. Yeah.
It was 50. Yeah, it's by
Stacey Williams Wynn.
Yeah, but I think it's on. Well, I don't know where you can get it from, but I see it here on.
I think she has an Etsy and a website.
Panther Studio. I can see it on La Panther Studio.
Yeah, that's her website studio blog thing.
Okay, yeah. She has a new deck coming out. I saw that she was working on a deck with Monica.
My brain said Lewinsky. I don't know why.
Budursky. Monica Budursky.
I was
Well,
like,
that's close.
the only Monica I know.
That's actually pretty close. Because I said the Monica Lewinsky.
No, Budursky. They have is it a Lenormand or something? They have something coming out on Kickstarter currently. Anyway.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was my
Okay.
it's you, Alana. Yeah.
So I apparently Instagram notified me for some reason. I don't. And so I figured it. So I'm just like how Cill has her on Instagram has her channel. What's that called?
The Instagram channel.
The Instagram channel, yeah, the broadcast channel or whatever. So I subscribe to a few other ones, and just as you were ending, it alerted me because RH Sin alerted me on the channel that his deck is on sale. So that's why I was like, okay, I guess this is the deck that I'm going to show next.
Okay.
And
I don't know who that is, so.
Okay, so RH Sin, and I did do a review on my channel for this. RH Sin is a Black poetry writer, and has several books, all pretty much. I can't speak for some reason. By Andrews McMail Publishing.
Yeah, I think I got a book recently from them.
And so one of his more popular ones that I think had really roped me in is Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel, and it's a trilogy of books. But he does a lot of his stuff is all like relationship based, very empowering, that kind of thing. And so
like
this
more
was
psychological, like psychology.
He's a poetry writer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually just got a book from Andrews McNeil. They sent me a book of his, The Year of Letting Go.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's definitely one of his. So this was like the first deck. This is a 52 weeks of mental awareness and self-care. I have shown this deck. It does come not in this, but it's all has prompts on it, and then it comes with like a wooden stand as well.
Oh, that's cool. Is this from Andrews McNeil?
Yes.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
They sent me this. I had reached out to them, and they had sent it to me for review.
And that's the publisher?
What's that?
Andrews McNeil, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And so, yeah. I won't like flip through it, but for the most part, that was the other deck, because I've already done that on my channel.
That's cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've read a few entries of The Year of Letting Go, and it's really good.
Yeah. He's a really good author. And even like, even on like the broadcast channel on Instagram, every day there's even new poetry. So like that.
Oh, I love that. I'm gonna go follow him. What?
Yeah.
His channel too.
Yeah. So RH Sin, and he's actually married to another poetry artist. I forget her name now. And I have some of her books as well. And yes,
I love how his broadcast channel is called Sin's Place.
Yeah.
Why won't it load?
See, I feel like he had a missed opportunity to call it Sin City.
Speaking of Sin
And
City,
his followers should
I
know.
remember that movie.
No, well, that's what they call Vegas. I guess there's a lot of movies based off of Vegas, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
One of my dodgeball tournaments is called Sin City.
Really?
Because it's in Vegas, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but
I
the
love that.
affirmations on this deck are really, really cool. So I really love that. And right, and definitely meant for like daily pulls and stuff like that. So
it's your turn, Brittany.
Yes. Okay. I was trying to think of what I wanted to do next. I'm transitioning into books now, so.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised. Okay.
I actually
because there's a deck that you haven't shown, and this would have been a good opportunity to show it, but.
Did I forget? How do you remember my collection better than me?
Wait. What's this deck? Okay.
Okay, what's the
You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you?
Yes.
The Signs of Times.
Oh my god.
Girl, what the?
It's literally right here.
I know you used it not that long ago on a stream. Your last stream, actually.
I literally used it on Friday.
And the creator is black, Crystal Banner. I even took it out. It was like the first one I thought of when it came to my Oracle. I was like, of course, this one. Like,
oh my god, that's
fine.
That's so funny.
But I'm sorry, I gotta jump the line though because of you, only because of you, and because you brought that up. Because
these are the only decks that we have, but she has other decks. She has a lot of indie decks and things. But
no, I know, but I was getting really excited too because I actually wanted to show them together. But anyways, whatever. So this is the latest one that came out.
Oh, it was her Monopoly one. No, is that the latest one she did?
Ruby, yes, I literally used it Friday.
I know.
It's an updated one. So this one, like
which one is that?
That she had, I remember I used to see it all the time on some readers.
Wait. Which deck is that?
Oh, I know that deck. I just don't. What's
Life?
Yeah. Okay, it's the game one. Yeah, the one that's Monopoly. Yeah. Okay.
So that's Crystal Banner. But her Kickstarter was not that long, well, last year, but I had recently gotten this deck.
Yeah.
And she had re-released it because it's indie. And then I think it went out of print. And then
I think Ruby wasn't Ruby talking about this deck?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think Ruby was talking about this deck also. At one point last year when we were talking about decks, we brought up Crystal Banner and Ruby was talking about this deck.
And I love and I've always loved Monopoly, right? Ever since like I was a kid. So I was like, and you're making it into a tarot? Okay, sure, yeah.
Well, I love that for you.
Right? Look at the edges. And there's like 100. There's like 100 cards, I think,
for like each place and stuff.
It's 100 card deck. So
that's a lot of cards. How many extra cards is in there? What's going on?
Okay,
especially since there's only 78 tarot. Why is there so many extra cards?
Magician.
What's going on behind you? I feel like there's like a ghost or something. Because your curtain keeps moving, and I'm like, is there a ghost?
It's a combination of the wind and the cats.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's funny.
Why, Ruby? Because you were the one talking about this deck initially? Is that why you say that?
No, Ruby, stop. You can chat about any deck. It's all good. Yeah. Be a chatty patty. We're here for it, honestly.
Exactly. We're all chatty catties. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly.
We literally have
there's 2 sets of major arcana in there. Oh, so like you can switch out cards? Like you can there's 2 different fools and like you could switch them out? Like Is that what?
Oh, I actually kind of like that concept.
Well, this is still in order, so. Okay. But
Lineages of Change Tarot. No, I don't. Never heard of it. Let me Google.
Oh.
Let me Google while Alana talks about
strength.
Lineages.
And it's a weight. I like how it's very simplistic, but it's very much like Signs of Our Times. So that's yeah, right. So like I feel like it goes hand in hand in tandem. And I also pulled it out because I was like, yeah, when I go to cycle out, my plan was to bring this out with the Signs of the Times. So yeah. The Hermit, just an ordinary light bulb, which is the electricity on the board game
company. Mm-hmm.
Wheel of Fortune, Justice.
I feel like this is giving me like Monopoly PTSD. I'm not a good Monopoly player. Not a good person.
I haven't played Monopoly in years. I don't even remember how to play, to be honest.
I'm not gonna go. I won't go through the whole major. Oh, and it's linen.
Ooh,
yeah. So there are. Yeah. So
linen.
Here's the repeat. Here's the second part of the. Because now here's the second High Priestess.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, you can like switch them out, I guess.
The second.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then the Empress, the Emperor. The Hierophant is the game manual.
Oh, that makes sense. I like that.
Right? Yeah. The Lovers of Paradise. And then, so let me just show you the minors. The minors are now all of the places. But,
okay.
Right?
Oh, I love that.
But overflowing emotions place.
Wow. Someone who really loves Monopoly would love this tarot deck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you. And whoever else got this deck.
Soulmates and
for me, who haven't played Monopoly in years, I'm just like over my head.
Yeah. But
I'm just
I just love the way that it's even cheeky, right? So like we have Soulmates and Connection plays. That's how like their minor arcana has been sort of renamed or whatever. It's a party place. 4 Cups, not interested place. 5 of Cups. Damn, that sucks place.
This would be a fun card to do like party readings with, or for a fun deck to do party readings with.
Yeah, because this is funny. Right? Like this is hilarious. To be honest,
nostalgia place.
Yeah,
yeah. But I will say though, I really want her. She does have an indie deck that I really want. It's an Oracle, but it's like swatches of color.
Oh yes,
but I think it's out of print though. I don't think it's in print anymore. But
yeah,
that one. That's the only one of her indie decks that I like.
That's the 7 of Cups.
I wish it would come. I wish it would come out as a mass market deck. To be honest.
What would?
Her swatches of color.
Oh,
honestly, I would love to see this as a mass market deck. If it was mass market, I would get it. If it was mass market, I would get it.
No, this has to come out mass market. This has to. Like, it just has to. Because, like, 8 of Cups. Leave it all behind place.
Or maybe it's the Kaleidoscope Tarot. I don't know. I'm, like, trying to figure out what her...
I would have to look at her website.
Yeah.
Wishes
that's what I'm doing right now.
Come true place.
Like, I feel like the cards are really cool, but I have such a bad relationship with Monopoly that I feel like I would just never want to touch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Literally. Like, I remember, so funny story, and then we'll go back to our, like, regularly scheduled programming. The last time I literally ever played Monopoly was because I was forced into it. I told my dorm mates that I'm not a good person when I play Monopoly, and they were like, oh, it's fine. I was like, it's not. And they were like, but it's more fun with, like, we need 4 people. And literally, I lost all my money, kicked the table, and slammed the door on my way out. And all I hear on my way out from my friends were like, wow, what's her problem? I was like, I told you what my problem was. I'm like, I'm not capable of playing this game like a normal human being. I'm a monster.
My God, wild.
I didn't believe me.
I love Monopoly. I haven't played in a long time, mind you, because you can't really play by yourself. But,
yeah.
You know, but yeah. So
yeah, it's the swatches of chakra deck is what it is.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was thinking the kaleidoscope too, but maybe that's something else.
No, the kaleidoscope is a different deck. That one has actual like people and stuff, and I don't really care too much for that one, but that one and then her astrology deck. She has an astrology deck that I really want, which is really cool. And then there's her mood deck, which is really interesting.
Yeah, like, her mood deck is really cool.
Mood of colors, like this is what it looks like.
Yes, that's the one I think I was thinking of when you said that.
Yeah, she has some really interesting.
Yeah, she does. She really does.
Decks.
So what's funny is with her Signs of Times, actually, let me pull them out together. One of the things I like to pair together is that and the Black Femme Tarot. They work so well together. And let me just I don't know what it is. Something about the art and stuff just really mesh in some kind of way. And I just like the kind of energy that they both give off together.
Yeah. I need to get her other deck that she has with Hay House, which is like an affirmation.
Yeah, she does have an affirmation deck, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's absolute what the hell is it called? Absolute something. Absolute affirmations.
That doesn't ring a bell, but I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've been on the website.
And it would pair really well with this. So if you wanted to use like both of them together with like another tarot,
yeah,
like as a final message kind of thing, amazing. I haven't used this deck in a hot minute, and I really want to pick this up, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, I'm pulling this deck out like probably like after. See, this is what happens when we do these videos, because this happened the last time we did a video together. The Lonely Dreamer. I was like, oh, which deck do you want to use? You know, you wish you used more, and then the Lonely Dreamer came out. So yeah, well, that's what's gonna happen there with the Monopoly deck there. So
I'm happy to entertain Ruby.
Okay, so now it's you, because I yeah, sorry.
Well, now that we kind of already included Signs of the Times, now I'll go to like books. I haven't actually started reading this, but this is one I recently purchased, and I'm excited to try out. Let's see if I can get this on. There we go. This is Reclaiming the Power of Hoodoo. This is by Alicia J. Brown. And basically so she has a few other books that are hoodoo based that are more the application side, where like doing different spells and stuff. And this is more so like reconnecting with that side. So I'm really looking forward to her perspective. It's also here listed as a beginner's guide to African American folk magic to cultivate peace and abundance within your life through root work and conjure. So she herself has been in that world. She is, she calls herself a root worker, and her family and all of that. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book. So this is more like a prequel for you guys, because I haven't read it yet, but happy to talk about it and shout her out.
Cool.
That's good. I guess I'll just keep on the same theme of hoodoo, because I have some stuff here that are written and created by Black creators. I thought I would just show them, because I have no idea about hoodoo whatsoever, but I got recently from Inner Tradition. So these are published by Destiny Books, which is an imprint of Inner Traditions, and Inner Traditions reached out to me and they're like, we want to send you some things to show on your channel. And I was like, sure. Okay, I mean, why not? So I went through their catalog and I've heard of this deck before. I've seen it around actually.
Mm-hmm. And we've
And
talked about it loosely on like together on here.
Yeah, on the Discord, because I wanted some opinions about it. I was thinking of requesting it to take a look at and to show and things. And I got it. Everything came last week that they sent me. And I got both the deck and the workbook because I thought it would be interesting to take a look at. I opened it, but I haven't looked at the cards yet. But this is by, oh God, Tiana Lee McQuiller. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Apologies if I did not. It's like a really big guidebook, and then it has like the cards separate and
I hate that.
Two things. But yeah, me too. I'm not a big fan of the box, but it looked really cool. I went through some of the cards and things, and obviously I'm not familiar with like anything that's in the actual deck itself, like the imagery, but I was going through like the guidebook and it was very interesting. It like tells you what's going on in the card and stuff, and then gives you like a bunch of questions associated with it. But the workbook is where this deck really shines. So I highly suggest, if you have this or you want to get the workbook, because the workbook, oh my God, this I went through. I was actually going through it while I was waiting for you guys to join in the beginning, because I was like curious to go through it. And it's so cool. It gives you everything. So in the majors, there's like a specific person in the major arcana. So it gives you the person and the Bible quote that's associated with the card. And she goes into detail on why she chose that particular Bible quote. And then there's a plant associated with every single major arcana. There's a plant. Sorry, there's a plant associated with every single card in the deck, rather. Let me correct myself. Ooh. So every single card in the deck, and she goes through every single, let me just find the big. So here, informed by land, and then it goes through every single card in terms of like the herbs, plants, and flowers of the Hoodoo Tarot. So you have the information and the picture of the plant that's associated with it. And it gives you alternative names, native region, and then benefits and uses for every single card, which is really cool.
Now, this
then
is
it goes, yes, and then it goes into the suggested rituals for the cards. So you have the major arcana, and the major arcana actually gives you prep work. So you have like a bunch of different things that you can do for each and every card. In terms of like rituals that you can do or prep work for different things. And then it gives you a ritual for the major arcana. Then when you get into the court cards, because the court cards are separate from the minors, when you get into the court cards, let me just try to find them here. You have like different questions and an exercise. So every single court card has different questions, and then you have an exercise with it in here. And then the minors. Does she go through the minors? No, I don't think she goes through the minors. Does she go through the minors? She goes through. No, she doesn't go through the minors. She has spreads and things in here as well. So you have like different spreads that you can do, working with the community cards, the interview with your Hoodoo Tarot deck. She shows like Hoodoo rooms. So she has pictures of like different altars that she's had, which is really cool. So she actually shows her own altar.
So if I may, I'll say that I am amazed and annoyed at the same time.
Why?
I'm amazed because of I'm like, I've seen that deck around and I've seen it on other people's channels before, like over the years. And I remember thinking to myself, some of the images on the cards, I was like, no, my brain was like, no, that's a deck I'm staying away from, like, because I'm afraid of that deck. But then now, you're going through the deck And then I'm like, that's really in depth. And now I'm like,
Yeah, it's really nice. Like,
and
I feel
Piggy's
like
like, and one of the piggies are like, yeah, I think it's
I feel
time.
like if you're
We
really
should bring
into
that deck into our collection.
root work,
But then
rituals, and
another piggy is
divination,
like, huh?
this is.
Sorry?
I feel like if you're really into root work, rituals, and divination, this is like a nice combination, in my opinion, especially based on like having this extra information, extra things to do with the cards in the deck itself.
But that's also why I'm impressed, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the impressed. But then the other piggy is like, yeah, but they split the deck. We don't like the box. Like, it's like, but
Oh,
that's
whatever. That I don't care. Like for me, I don't care. Like I don't like the box either, but I'll live with it. Like it doesn't really matter to me.
I
But
know, but
yes.
I'm trying to discourage myself from buying more decks. That's
Yeah.
What are the rituals that they suggest?
So the rituals are actually associated with the cards. So
Oh, okay.
the major arcana, here, I'll give you just like an example. So for the Fool, for example, which is the free man is the Fool, because they do rename all the cards. The free man, the ritual is reread your description of the two free people, the data you collected about them, and your conclusion every time you find yourself feeling unfree, to remind yourself of what you should be doing or the changes you should be making to feel free. Record your realizations and results in your journal. But there's like a bunch of different steps for the prep work for that, to prepare for that ritual specifically, and it has different questions that you can go through. Now they're not always also long. Some of them are long. Like for the free man, there's seven
stop.
steps. And then like for example, the magician only has 3, and the ritual is like on the day of the new moon or the evening before the new moon, write down what you accomplished since the previous new moon, create a to-do list for the month and a new schedule, also make a list of any people, organizations, and so forth that may be able to help you attain your goals faster if applicable. Black Herman, which is the magician, is all about thorough planning and the best use of resources, human and otherwise, to get the job done. Do this every month until you've reached your goals.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. I like the Aunt Caroline, which is the wheel, I think. Yeah, 10 wheel. The ritual is to choose or compose a prayer, quote, or song that inspires feelings of comfort, protection, positivity, or safety.
Yeah.
Say it or sing it every morning before you start the day, or whenever you feel the future takes hold.
I think what's
There's like
also
different
selling
things.
me
I
on
don't know.
that deck is the fact that you said that each card has an associated Bible verse. And
Yes,
so
in
that
this
is
book specifically, though.
oh, okay. So that
I don't know. I don't know if it's in the guidebook. Let me check the guidebook first, because she says in the workbook that she chose, but why she chose that specific Bible verse. So let me just check the guidebook to ensure that the Bible verse is actually in the guidebook as well.
but I like the fact that
Yes,
there's
it is.
okay. So
There's
I
Bible
do,
verses in the guidebook.
yeah. So that's where that was like the I think the selling point where it's like, okay, now I have to.
And then this book, she explains each verse and why she chose it specifically. So,
And that's even more of a reason why now I want it. So yeah. But yeah. But just to touch on Ruby's comment there. Yeah, the Dust to Onyx, those are all decks that like I still want. But Dust to Onyx is quite expensive. And then the Afro Goddess, I've been wanting that since it's been indie, but now that it's released in mass market, well,
yeah,
yeah,
US Games released that, no?
yeah, it's definitely on my list. So yeah, the
Yeah.
melanated classic tarot. Yeah, I've seen it around, but
I've never seen that.
yeah,
I don't think.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just picky.
Yeah, Brittany's picky when it comes to decks. I don't think she would like most of those. Well, maybe the Melanated Classic Tarot. It's just an RWS.
Yeah, that's the
So
one that I was thinking, like, probably, but that's the one I'm also not familiar with, so I don't know.
yeah, the
Which
Onyx to Dusk I've seen many times, and that one's really beautiful. But as Alana says, that deck is so expensive. So
Yeah.
as
There's
much
also a
as I'd love
pocket.
to
There's also a
support,
pocket version. Yeah.
it's
There's
probably
still
still
both
expensive though for a
yeah.
pocket edition.
Probably.
Watch it be like $50 for a pocket edition.
I know.
I'm just like,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because I think that the full size is like $100 easily.
Oh, and just thinking about the shipping to Canada, and then like probably duty taxes when it comes in here. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have another deck. I don't know if I can just do that. I don't know if we're still showing decks or you wanted to move on to books, but I still had another deck.
Oh, I still have decks.
Yeah.
I have books too, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to mention Anielle Reed, who owns Magic and Mediums. I have all her decks. She sent them all to me, actually, which was really nice of her. But I wanted to show specifically her first deck because her first deck is named after her business. So Magic and Mediums is her business, and this is the first deck she put out, which is the Magic and Mediums Oracle. All her decks are indie. And I particularly love this deck. This is probably my favorite one, I think.
Which one?
The Magic and Medium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I also had her on my channel 2 years ago for Black History Month as well. So there is an interview with her.
Yes. And I love the color scheme of this. The artist is not Black. I believe she's a white person, but the creator is Black, which is why I'm showing it. So yes, meditation, and these decks are linen cardstock.
Ooh, nice.
Which is very nice. They shuffle nicely.
Oh, and they so is the Life is Like a Board Game. I forgot. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's linen cardstock too.
Yeah, you did actually mention that.
Okay.
But I really love this particular deck. I have paired it with the Citadel Oracle actually before. This one, and then with
yeah, it does look vaguely familiar.
Yeah, and then with what tarot deck did I pair it with? I paired it with a tarot deck, but I can't remember now. Recently I paired this with the Tarot of the Sorceress or something from Rockville. Because I got that recently for really cheap. But yeah, so I just wanted to mention that one specifically.
Ruby was saying she gets the picky. She might be the only one who doesn't find Onyx pretty or want it.
Oh, okay.
I think if Onyx was an Oracle deck, I would be all over it.
Well, I think also too the Black Onyx is very specific. It's it's a really deeply embedded cultural deck, and I think the art is actually channeled art. So yeah, so I think that's also another thing too. So yeah, it's definitely not a deck for everyone necessarily. You'd have to really be deep into that and have an interest in that sort of cultural, I guess, aspect of it, because it's heavy. But yeah.
Oh my god, the deck is $215 Canadian.
Which one?
The Dust to Onyx, yeah.
Okay, so I was way off the bat there, $100.
$214 Canadian. The pocket or travel edition is $94.
Hell no.
What? Like,
I don't care how black it is. I'm not getting it. Got me messed up. No way.
I don't know how much it is in USD, but That
I
is
just looked it up.
crazy. Like
It's $150. $150.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Ruby.
Sorry. That's
Yeah,
coming
Ruby.
from Black Crusade.
Yeah, Ruby.
Not black.
Indie decks are expensive, honestly. Indie decks are
Can
expensive.
be, yeah.
I don't think I've ever paid more than $100 for just a deck.
Me too.
Maybe
And I only
Kickstarted
the
something
one.
that's gotten above $100, but it has a bunch of crap with it, and I'm okay with that. But for just a deck,
And then wait till it comes to the border.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh my god, so many duty taxes on that. It's gonna be a good like $100 bucks. Just
by the time you're done, that's like a 500, 400.
I looked up the melanated classic tarot as well, and it was $60 for a clone.
Yeah.
It's pretty expensive for a clone, actually. Yeah. Damn. And that's USD? That's USD.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so my next deck, if I may, if you're done.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. The Mind's Eye Tarot by Olivia Rose.
Oh, yes, I really want that.
This deck. Okay. all of our other stuff, mind you, I think the Mermaid's Purse is actually now it's soon to be mass market.
Okay.
And I think it's being picked up by US Games. I think that's what I heard from.
That would make sense since her tarot is with US Games.
Yeah, right?
So, okay.
Yeah. But so this is the mass market. The Mind's Eye. Actually, wait. I don't even think this was even indie. I think this was actually made mass market.
Yeah, I think so. I think only her Oracle decks are indie.
Correct.
Yes.
So but I really I love the art style. And I can't wait for the mass market of the Mermaid's Purse because I want it. And then she had just recently did a Kickstarter. I don't know if it was funded or not, but for another deck, but I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But this deck is so beautiful. So the guidebook is pretty thick. But it's as thick as it is, I feel like lacking in a sense where there's not a lot of information. So it's just very, right? Like it's simple. Like it didn't need to necessarily be this thick, but it's full colored, and each page is like the full card image, right? So, and then on the other side. So I love it for that reason. And this is a linen finish deck as well.
You have a lot of linen decks.
Yeah. So the box, the typical sort
of US Games went with linen for that one?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, and the way that it shuffles and it's gold gilded. I used this a lot the end of the year last year. So I absolutely love this. Here's your Fool, the Magician.
To let you know, the last deck that she did on Kickstarter was Whispers from an Angel Oracle, and it was unsuccessful.
Okay, that's the one. Yeah. The High Priestess.
Yeah. The Mermaid's Purse was successful though.
Yes.
That was the one that she did before that.
Yeah. The Empress. The Emperor.
Yeah, Ruby's saying the Tazama Tarot and Eden Oracle. I've seen those. Those are beautiful.
Yeah. And you can get those ones on Amazon.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Through their storefront.
The Hierophant. Which deck? Robin?
Yeah, Witch deck was one of her standouts in 2023. That's
Wonder
okay.
if
Just
it's
watch
the
it
one
back.
you're showing now.
Yeah. The Chariot. I love this. Okay, bye. I love cards just went flying. The Strength card. I love the Strength card. And the way that it's drawn, like it's almost like the lion is a
Oh yeah, the one
part
you're
of
showing.
her. Oh, the one I'm showing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I love
figured.
this. And the Hermit. I really feel connected to this hermit because I feel like this is me. Yeah. Mine is the long hair. That's yeah. No, I don't have that. But yeah. Yeah. So this is the Mind's Eye Tarot. And yes, the linen. It's one of my favorite decks to shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
And even the way that it handles, and I feel like it's like there's some linen decks where they're really slidey. And I mean, yes, this has that same potential, but I feel like it's easier to have more control over this than like the Playful Heart, for example, because the Playful Heart Tarot is or even Pagan Otherworlds. Those decks are a little bit larger, so I feel like because they're larger and slidey, that's a recipe for disaster with people with small hands. But yeah. So this is one of my favorites. Okay.
I guess for me, I'll talk about this book by Angela Bellard. It's technically 3 of her books in one. This is Hoodoo for Life, and it has 3 of her hoodoo books. One is Hoodoo for Beginners, Hoodoo for Love and Prosperity, and then Hoodoo for War and Peace. So I've been going through the beginners portion, where she kind of talks about her life and her experiences. And I've just been kind of taking some notes down in regards to that, about her connections with the earth and connecting with the roots and spirits and stuff like that. So I've been really enjoying this book. This book, I feel like, is the one that kind of gave me confidence to want to explore, or to feel like I could explore hoodoo, even though like I didn't feel like I had any familial connections in that regard. And it was a lot more religious agnostic so far than I have seen in other books.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually talking about, I mean, there are like songs in here and stuff like that, but like in the Hoodoo Tarot, one of the things that kind of turns me off is like the Bible verses. I don't really want that. I don't want to explore that.
It's only one Bible verse, and it's in the guidebook. You can literally just ignore it. That's what I'm gonna do if I read through it. Like, I just skip that part. Skip that part. And in the workbook, I would just skip that chapter. So it doesn't really matter to me. But
it's one of those things where I want to like explore this a little bit more, get through it, and kind of see how I feel. And once I get into the side of the actual like application and doing the different rituals and spells and stuff, that's where I can kind of see like, okay, what's my comfort level with that? So until I get to that point, I didn't want to like bring other stuff in and have it be overwhelming and confusing. Yeah. But she has she has those 3 books along with it all compounded in this book, and she also has them written in like another language or 2. So it's like, I don't know what the languages are, I don't remember, but yeah, I'm excited to get to the point of like exploring the actual rituals and spell work, I guess I'll call it. just to kind of see what it is that she does, the similarities and the stuff that I've already done and what I can incorporate in my practice. It's my goal for the year.
That's good. It's a good goal.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, Lena, we're almost done.
So I'm just gonna show this mini book quickly, Hoodoo, and a little introduction. This is from Running Press. They're from their RP minis, their mini books.
Mm-hmm.
It's by Danya Coles. I haven't read it, so I don't actually really. I don't know what's going on here. It just says, "What is Hoodoo? Ancestor veneration, altars, and what do you need for Hoodoo?" Those are the in the table of contents. Oh wait. Divination, the work, and parting words is what's in the table of contents. So it's like a little abridged version of like a quick little thing to get to know Hoodoo a little faster, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I keep this on my shelf, and then quickly, just the other book that I wanted to show was just.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah, we got it from Running Press if you selected it or whatever. But I'm showing the abridged version and not the thicker version. I do have the thicker
big
version.
Textbook. Yeah.
Yes. This is by Dosevia Treno. She is from West Africa, I believe. And yes, this is the abridged version of her astrology book. I do have the thicker one, which I absolutely love.
The Sky Mates collection was done by her?
Yeah, the whole collection was done by her. The big book, the journal, and the small deck.
And the small, okay.
The small deck, yeah. And this is the abridged version of the bigger, thicker book.
Robin wants to know what the for the Tiny Hoodoo book, what the font looks like.
Hold on.
So not like itty bitty tiny, but also not jitterbug size.
No, like it's readable, honestly.
Regular. Someone
like me who's like pretty much going blind and needs to wear glasses all the time, like it's not bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I would say that you don't need I don't think you need a magnifying glass, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think, and I've not come across any of their mini books where I felt that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have 2 children's books left, but I'll leave those for after. So Alana, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I still have decks.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So I have 2 more decks that I want to show. One is newer than the other, but
you can show both of them real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin saw the big one on my channel.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, the Sky Mates?
The Sky Mates. I was like, this is like the daddy book of astrology or whatever, because it's so thick and so heavy.
Oh God.
You cannot read that from cover. You cannot read that from cover to cover unless you like leave it on a table. You have to leave that on a table, because if you don't leave that on a table, it's like crazy. Okay. Absolutely crazy.
So the first one, and they're both indie, and both of them were on Kickstarter. The first one is the You Are Here Oracle deck by Monica Ann. On Instagram, she goes by the name Soft Babe Bloom. And
Soft Babe Bloom. I think I follow her.
Yeah. And it's kind of like a very futuristic type of deck, if you will.
Soft Babe.
No, don't do that. No. Why?
Ruby, are you talking about the Hoodoo herb and root magic mantra, a materia magica of African American conjure? If so, that's by Catherine Yarnwood, and do not buy any books by her.
Which one?
Hoodoo herb and root magic.
Okay.
Catherine I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Yanwood is basically a poser in the hoodoo conjure community. She's a white woman who married some dude in a cult or whatever, and she's gotten made a lot of money off of putting out hoodoo books that she has no right to do so.
Whoa, crazy. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so here's the back. Here's the deck.
Like
It's 44 cards. It was all a dream. Afterlife. Where are we going now? And then they have keywords on it. So this one, transition, transformation, rebirth. We have all we have is now, alien planet, and make yourself at home, adaptability, change, and originality.
Isn't that a newer deck? Didn't that come out? This deck that you're showing, I swear I saw that on Kickstarter not that long ago. Isn't this new?
No.
Oh, okay. Did she do another one? Did she do another one, maybe?
Yes.
You said the creator is Soft Babe Bloom on Instagram, right?
Yep. Soft Babe Bloom. This one, when did she do this? This wasn't.
Isn't that creator Asian though?
Sorry?
Isn't that creator Asian? Is she from the Philippines?
No.
I swear, I don't know.
She's a black,
I don't know.
black creator.
Is she?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Soft Babe Bloom on Instagram. Monica Ann.
Babe
Bloom.
Yes. Ancient runes. Build a castle from the ruins. Devastation, loss, old wounds.
Yeah, she's Asian.
Is she?
Yeah, she's from the Philippines.
No, I'm pretty sure she was. Really?
She has a flag in her thing. Let me Google the flag. I think it's a Filipino flag.
Because I've spoken to her before, and I'm pretty sure.
Are you thinking of someone else?
No, I don't.
Or is her name something different?
No.
Yeah, she's from the Philippines.
Shout out to her because another woman of color putting out a deck. Yeah, definitely not black.
Yeah, she's from the Philippines. I remember her latest deck that came out because it was really interesting, and I started following her from it recently, from her latest deck that she released. Kilig second edition or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a Filipino flag in her thing. She's Filipino American.
Okay, now that I'm looking at her, yeah. Well, for some reason, I don't know why I had her that she was a black creator in my head, but for some reason, yeah, I'm seeing
That's
that.
Okay,
now.
her decks are cool though.
Well, her decks are cool. So, anyways. I'll still show it anyways. She's technically still a person of color. Not black, but anyway, whatever. Okay, so just really quick.
Oh, Ruby wants you to type the name of the person you were talking about, Brittany, in the chat. Of that book to like avoid.
Sure, yeah.
But this is the other one, and I swear, okay. But anyways, but now this looks like her on the box.
Yeah, this is the deck. She just released this, second edition.
This is the deck. But for some reason, I don't know why I had her in my head as a black creator, but
I have no idea.
But anyhow, still a person of color.
Yeah. She's from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just go with that. My bad. Okay. Do you guys want to see the killing?
Well, I've seen it already. I've seen it on Instagram.
Okay.
That's why I started following her. I started following her because of that deck. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. It is really cool. But this is the what it is? The You Are Here. And for some like it, yeah. Anyhow. Well, that was my bad.
It's your turn, Brittany. Do you have anything else to show?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm maxed out.
In that case, I'm going to show my children's books. I literally had to like get a step ladder to get these because they're like all the way on the top.
That
But
is
I really wanted to show them. So the first one is Melanin Magic, a young mystic's guide to African spirituality. This is by Dose Villatreno, so the same author as the Sky Mates. And it's illustrated by Cat Mouse James. I have not read this. I just wanted to show it because, you know, in case anyone is interested and they have children who are interested in African spirituality, they can pick this up for their kid to do something with their child. I think there's activities and stuff in here too, so which is really cool. There's also African gods and goddesses in here. They talk about the chakras, but in more of a African way rather than a East Asian kind of way, which is really cool.
I'm sorry, I'm still confused at my mix-up.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? But yeah, it's really interesting. And they have like the different elements and things like that. I'll show the contents. This is the table of contents. Here, that. So, yeah, really cool. But again, this one I have not read, so I don't know much about it. You can look into it if you're interested. But yes, if you're interested, yes, I always recommend children's books for adults too who just want to understand.
Children's books. I collect children's books.
Me too. All the ones from Running Press, they're all the way at the top.
Yes.
But they're really good if you want to learn a subject, but you don't want to learn it. You don't want to get a book that's like hard to understand. And I find children's books are really good for that because the
what's the book? Repeat the book title.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to think of the word I was trying to say first.
Sorry.
It's easy to understand because the language, like the way it's written, is for a child, right? So it makes it easier to understand. The name of the book is called Melanin Magic, a young mystic's guide to African spirituality. That's the name of the book. Here's the cover again.
But remember, we all have our inner children too. So
yeah, but I really again, I haven't read it yet, but it seems really interesting in my opinion. And you know, it has illustrations. Children's books a lot of time have easy activities that you can do. I don't know if this one has activities. I would hope so. Something you can
that's
do
pretty
with,
much
like,
exactly what Robin's saying, that you're saying that everything is so easy and it's illustrated and it's organized, so it's like, right, it's not dense text.
Exactly, which is so fun. And I really love that about it, in my opinion. And then the second children's book that I have read and absolutely love, 5 stars, honestly, this book is Astrology for Black Girls. Honestly, this is like
I have that too. I forgot.
This book the structure is so well done. I absolutely love it. The illustrations are fantastic. This is written by Jordana Elizabeth and illustrated by Shelley Carroll. And I'll show the table of contents. This is the table of contents.
Oh, that's so cute. It looks like a little composition book, kind of.
Yeah. And then I really love like the information. They go through like the houses and the signs, and it goes through like elements and stuff like that. And actually from this book, I learned about the angles and stuff, like the quadrants and angles. I actually learned a lot from this book. Honestly, it was great. I really loved it. From the Astrology for Black Girls.
That one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's laid out with a very clear language without it feeling like
so good.
I like, this is I'm pulling out of the archives of my memories of going through this book. Yeah, I actually really like it.
Yeah. And I love that they have the big three in here. So they
Mm-hmm.
have like a section on like, they have like a section for the signs, the houses, and the planets. But then they have a section specific to your big three. So like the sun
Mm-hmm.
in a specific sign, the moon in a specific sign, and your rising sign in a specific sign, which I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love. I actually put little marks, like little
A
tabs
little
for
tabs.
the ones that apply to me specifically. So like
Yeah.
the sun in Sagittarius, for example, and then moon in Scorpio and Aquarius rising. So yeah, I such a well done book. Honestly, I love it. I love it so much, and highly recommend this one specifically. I feel like anyone who wants to support a Black author, anyone could read this, in my
Yeah.
opinion, and get a lot of information from it. I feel like I learned quite a lot from this book just reading it when I originally got it. Whenever that
Oh,
was, I don't
thanks.
even remember.
Thanks, Robin.
Oh, they sent it to me when I first joined their coven thing. It was in my first box.
I was
Oh,
gonna
okay.
say that was a while ago that came in. I recall.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah, and when I read it in 2022, when they first sent it to me, absolutely loved it. It was like 5 stars. I think I have a video specifically on this book on my channel from that year. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. That's everything from me. I finished everything as well.
Well, I still have technically 3 more, but I guess I'm trying to also make up for the fact that I made a mistake with mine.
It's fine. Robin's right. Like sometimes you just don't know. So
I
Yeah.
know, but I don't know. I'm still trying to rack my brain how, because I've spoken to her. Like not only did I've supported the deck, but I remember she was selling there's a deck I wanted, and I wanted to get it from the creator, but she was selling her copy and I already had the tarot and I wanted the oracle deck. So I was like, yeah, but I remember talking to her too. And I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever. I'm just like, okay. But pretty much the last couple, because I was going to talk about, I'll show you really quick one book, which I've actually not going to really go in depth about because I kind of already did it on my channel. But again, still talking about R.H. Sin. And this one,
mm-hmm.
of course, Andrews McNeil Publishing. I bought these ones myself. Beautiful Sad Eyes, Weary Waiting for Love. I did talk about this when I did the review on the deck, these Ascending Assertion. And then this one, I hope she finds this. And so both of these are actually double book here.
Oh, okay,
But
that's cool.
this one, R.H. Sin collaborated with R.M. Drake. And R.M. Drake is another poetry writer who also has a broadcast channel, who also releases daily poetry. So if you feel like you want to add that to your list there, Priscilla, feel free.
Mm.
The other book,
I haven't been buying any poetry books. I just get whatever they send me.
yeah.
I just select from like a list. They'll send me an email and be like, select some selections, and I'll be like, I read about it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds interesting. So I just select it, and they just send it to me. That's
So
what happened with the year of letting go. I just thought seemed interesting, so I just selected it to get.
yeah, and I love those. So these are not necessarily created by Black creators per se, but they
Okay.
are about Black characters and whatnot. So first one is Black Panther playing card. Both of these decks that I'm showing are from Theory 11.
Mm.
And then the other one is Outcast. So if you remember Outcast, the group Outcast, so
The
they
music group?
What's
The
that?
music group Outcast?
Yes.
The music group Outcast? Oh my
Yeah.
god, I haven't heard about that group in forever. I have their CD.
Right? Yeah, Andre 3000. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, right, exactly. So, of course,
I
when
haven't
I
listened to their
started
music in years.
with it, I was like, yeah. So, and what's really cool about this one, the box. So the box is actually furry. So like it's got like that. Yeah, I don't. It's crazy.
You mean like
You see
like?
Do you see Brittany's face when you said that?
What do you mean furry? Do you mean like velvet velour kind of feel?
Yes. But that's what
I was like,
she said furry, and I saw your face.
Who's Brittany's?
Brittany's face was so funny when you said furry. She was like, "What?"
Sorry, I can't control my face.
No, it was good. It was great. It was great. I loved it. It's like a soft material, I would say.
Yeah, it's like that velveteen velour kind of feel.
But these,
oh yeah, Theory 11.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Anyways,
cards. But yeah, and so they have the these are the backs, and then of course, yeah, what I think is really cool about this playing card deck is the way that the pips are. So they're very much like different from like the norm of a playing card. So, but because it was Outcast, and I was like, it's Black History Month. Well, I'm like, okay. And
are they even a group anymore, though? Do they even put out music? Okay.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think I have an album
with Lauryn Hill, I think it was, and went crazy, and now he does his own thing.
Yeah. And then of course Black Panther. Like, I mean, Black Panther. So
I heard they're recasting. They're recasting for Black Panther.
Well, yeah, they want to recast for
Chadwick.
Yeah, the original actor that passed away.
Yeah,
Chadwick Boseman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I wanted to shout that out, and then of course my last, but certainly not least, this book, which even because of the times, I think is absolutely a book that I wanted to shout out, and this is The Hate You Give. This was out like years ago. There's also a movie, and Angie Thomas is a brilliant author, and so I just wanted to quickly shout that out, and the book that I am still lagging in reading. That we've chosen, or that was chosen for Brit's. For Brit's.
Poison We Drink.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I was the only one that really enjoyed that book. It seems like everyone had qualms with it or something.
You gave it a 4, right?
Yeah, I gave it a 4. I loved it.
And I think didn't Dor give it a 4, or she give it a 3.5? She split it. Right, like
Dor ended up giving it a 2.5, I think, because of the writing, which I had no problem with.
The story itself was like a 3.5,
or 3.5. I think she said the story was like a 3.5.
Yeah,
Robin and then Robin was 3.5. Robin had a hard time with all the characters. Giving him all the characters. I was like, I had no problem. Poor Robin.
I got a little lost in the at the yacht scene. I was like, oh god, who is everybody again? But I
actually had no problem keeping up with any of it. I started
reading it, and then I was like, I don't know. This is like kind of really far-fetched. But then I was like,
it's fantasy. It's supposed to be far-fetched.
I know. But
it's not a fiction. It's not a non-fiction.
The crazy thing is, it's urban fantasy, so it's like the least far-fetched of fantasy.
Yeah, true.
I don't know, but the thing is, I've read fantasy books before, right? Like, it's not like to say it's my first time reading a fantasy book. I read other fantasy books, but for some reason, I don't know. But this one was just like. Yeah, but I'm still reading it, and so we'll see how that goes.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, that's interesting. I've heard of this book. I've never read it.
I've heard of that one. Yes.
I will probably read it now. Like it was kind of on my list last year, but it never made it to like actually be in part of the queue. So I think I'll read it this year, especially with the.
Why don't we choose it for a book club?
We could. I don't think you would be able to get it though, unless it's on Kindle Unlimited, because it's very popular right now because of the movie coming out.
Okay,
So
let me see let me see first the library, and I'll check. Children of Blood
Children of Blood and Bone. Yeah.
The audiobook is currently available.
Ooh. Oh, maybe that could be our next read.
Let me see what the wait list is like on.
It's weird because audiobooks I feel like that's cheating. It's not reading. It's listening.
I love audiobooks.
Audiobooks they count as reading. Alana, please don't. I'll fight you on that.
No, but you're listening the entire time.
No, it's still considered reading.
I need like a wrestling bell like sound effect right now.
I will fight you on that. Yeah, the audiobook is available now if I wanted to do the audiobook, but
okay.
But I did put it on hold. It's about 20 weeks if I wanted to do like the written. But let me see Kindle. I'm gonna see Kindle and see what's there.
You are bright red.
I was like, I'll fight you. Because I hate when people say audiobooks is not reading. Like, no, it is.
My brain just can't wrap around the fact because I'm like
it is though.
So here's the
You're
thing.
being read to. That's what an audiobook is. Someone is reading to you, still reading. Okay. It still counts as reading.
That's different.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
and it's so nostalgic. I loved like read-alongs when I was in elementary school. That spurred my love of reading. So audiobooks is like triggered that for me.
But so here's the thing with audio, because there are times, and at one point I was like, I want to finish reading this book, but I don't want to sit there actually reading, like read, right? So like, I remember one time, and then I was like, there was some book I had, and then I saw that the audio was available, and then I thought, why didn't I just pick up the audiobook and read along with the audiobook? I'm like, because I have the book too. I'm like, that way
it's still reading, so that's fine.
Kindle has that feature where you can like listen and read at the same time.
Who?
Oh, I don't know. I've never used it.
Kindle books, like if you're reading through a Kindle or the Kindle app, it has that feature.
Oh,
not for every book, but for a lot of the popular books.
Cool.
I would say it's like a medium feature in terms of it's not like on every book, but it's also on quite a few books.
Yeah, okay, the audiobook for the book that you suggested, Brittany, it won an award. So I'm assuming the audiobook sounds really good.
The audiobook, I listened to a sample last year. I'm 100% reading the audiobook because it sounds amazing. Yeah. It sounds weird to say reading the audiobook, but like you get what I mean.
My head just can't wrap around that concept. Like it's like, no, you're not reading it. You're listening to somebody else read it. Like that's
what I thought at first too, but then I discovered last year when I restarted the whole journey of reading, I listened to Project Hail Mary. And when I tell you that was the best experience, I'm obsessed with that narrator now. And I will literally read books or listen to books just because he narrates them. Because I love the way he portrays the stories. And it's just, I love it.
Okay, so I have a question. If we do this book for book club in your Discord for the next one, are we gonna do the other 2 books in the series too?
We don't have to do them right away. I know we kind of were leaning against series.
Yeah, because there's book 2 and 3 also.
Is 3 out? I thought 2 just came out.
2 is out because I see it here, and 3 is out too because I see it available as an audiobook.
Okay, so maybe 3 was the one that just came out. Ruby and I were in the chat trying to figure that out.
Let's see. It came out last summer.
Yeah. I remember a lot of my book talk, book 2 people that I follow were like losing their minds.
Audiobook for which one, Robin?
For Blood and Bone.
Oh, for children. Oh, okay.
Children of Blood and Bone. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it won an award. Like it literally has an award for like like best audio book or whatever, or audiobook of the year or whatever. So it must be good. Yeah, and all three are out. Yeah.
Yeah,
because I can
didn't
get them at
realize
my
the
library.
third one was out. I thought it was just the second one. So that's, hey, happy surprise. I mean, we could read it together. I would say like maybe go based off of. I'm almost done. I'll go based off of how people like the first one.
Yeah.
Keep it flexible, and then if we want to revisit doing the other ones, totally down for that.
Suggest us in the Discord, because I can't suggest another one since we did the first one was my suggestion, and Dor was like, let's not have the same person that picked suggest the next one or whatever. So you have to pop the suggestion in the thing.
As long as Dor doesn't see this, she'll never know.
Well, I didn't suggest this book. Someone else did. Someone else was talking about it, and I think I was like, "Oh, why don't we read it for book club or whatever? Sounds interesting."
I'll put it in the. I'll put it in the our bookshelf.
Cool.
So yeah, guys, if you want to join us for the next book club, looks like Children in Blood and Bone is probably going to be the next one, unless someone else has some others and druthers in the Discord. But yeah, join the Discord if you'd like to join us in our next book read. Like we were talking about before, we are just finishing up. I don't know if Alana is going to finish it up, but we're finishing up The Poison We Drink, which was by, oh goodness, what was that? Who was that by? By
Bethany something. Bethany.
So
Bethany
this was a Black author. It was about the struggles of a Black family dealing with the politics around being witchers in a world that doesn't necessarily accept witchers. So it was a really interesting book in that regard. And I think on average got about a 3.5 from the group, which I think is pretty good. I'll read anything if someone recommends it as a 3 and up. So,
well, if I may make a suggestion, and the only reason why I can make this suggestion is because I actually haven't read the book.
Okay.
The Hate You Give.
That sounds familiar. You could put it on the bookshelf.
On what bookshelf?
In the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm like, I just took it from.
We have a channel called Bookshelf.
My bookshelf. I was like, you want me to go?
Oh, you thought I meant like the actual bookshelf? That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, what bookshelf? But yeah. Okay.
Let me see if my library has a Hate You Give.
The Hate You Give sounds very, very familiar.
Yeah, well, this book has been out. I forget for a while. I forget when it was released. And it follows a Black teen and all about
2017.
There you go. So
came out in 2017.
Yeah, and it's won awards and da da da. And there's a movie too. So I haven't watched the movie either because I was like, no, I'll watch the movie after I read the book. I still haven't read the book.
Wait, the Hate You Give is witches? Is that what it is?
No witches.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
No witches.
What is she saying? What are you saying, Robin? I'm so lost.
A teenage teen.
I'm trying to follow the thing, and I'm like confused. What's going on? It was like The Hate You Give meets True Blood, but make it witches instead of vamps. Are you talking about The Poison We Drink? So lost.
Oh yeah, maybe that's the one she was talking about then.
Yeah, the book you're talking about, Alana, is YA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't
put it in the on our bookshelf.
The movie made me cry on the plane. Movie. Which movie, Robin? What are you talking?
She's talking about The Hate You Give, I think.
Oh, here's our bookshelf.
It's a movie? They made a movie?
Yeah, they made a movie of it too.
Oh no, the poisons we drink was like a cross between the hate you give. Okay, but what movie are you talking about? Because you're saying that the movie made you cry on the plane, but what movie are you talking about? There's like so many conversations here. I'm like lost.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the Hate You Give movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
but
a.
I'd be down to read the Children of Blood and Bone. That seems interesting.
Yeah, that one seems interesting too.
Huh. Yeah, I've heard of that. Okay. Yeah, add it to the bookshelf. And yeah, Ruby, you should definitely renew your library cards because you can read and listen to a lot of books through
Yes.
Libby for free. And yeah, low effort there.
Yeah.
And it supports our local library. So
yeah, Ruby, you're from Montreal, right? You should get a library card at the banque, the Bibliothèque Nationale de Québec or whatever the fuck it's called. Because that's the biggest library that we have in Montreal, and it has English books. That has English books. Unless you read French books, then that's a good option too. Or you can also read like get library books, like smaller libraries, but those usually only have French books from my knowledge. So yeah.
okay, so this was a fun shout out for Black History Month. It was really fun. I love seeing all of your decks, all of the decks we all have in common, which is just always so cool for me. Do you have anything upcoming, Alana, that you want to shout out for your channel?
Well, I think yesterday posted a video and revamping my therapy and tarot series. And I actually wanted to, like I said, I wanted to include the actual activities that I was hoping to do rather than just talking about, decks that I combine. And so, so I did release a reading in the last video, followed by a tarot activity, and then I do have another follow-up to that, where I actually sort of did an activity which is going to lead into something else. So yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Happy to see you revamping your therapy series. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Cill? What's upcoming?
Sorry, I was looking up that hoopla thing that that you mentioned. January reflection. I filmed my January reflections, so I'm gonna edit that and try to get that up this week. So
okay,
yeah, I filmed some other videos. I filmed 2 hauls, and then I have some other videos that I filmed last year that I still need to post.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll post one of those or something if I can't get to editing everything.
What's a
right
hoopla?
away, but
Why does that sound familiar?
it's some kind of
hoopla.
It puts your public library at your fingertips, is what it says.
Yeah, it's similar to Libby, where you can link it to your library. The difference between it and Libby is it doesn't have as large of a catalog available, but what is available is always available immediately. You don't have to put a hold in or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
So there's pros and cons, but they're all free, so it doesn't really matter. I've never tried out Hoopla. I need to check it out and see how I can integrate into it.
So many new apps, and I'm just not techie like that.
It's okay. You're friends with techie people who tell you about everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it
works. I don't know if this is available for Canada.
I wasn't sure.
Here, I'm trying to get to their help page, but like their FAQ.
I'm almost done. Relax.
But I don't know. Anyway, I'll look into it and see if it's available for Canada. But I have a feeling no, maybe not.
Nah, lame. If it is, awesome. If not, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
But for me, I'm working on slowly editing all of my like backlog that I have of flip throughs and stuff. Been so lazy, just so unmotivated because work has been very stressful. But I do have stuff just coming through very, very slowly. So one of the things this year that I think I might incorporate into my channel is some like reading recaps, especially since that's something we're doing in our Discord. So I think it would be really fun to incorporate a little bit of tarot and books like our friend Laura. So
yeah,
I'm hoping maybe sometime in February I can start recording a little bit more. I don't know if they'll be full videos or just reels, but working it out. Just throwing things out and seeing what sticks.
I added it to my reflections video. So in my January one, I talked about I did my decks first, and then I talked about the 11 books that I read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a fun idea. Alrighty, guys, make sure you go through and like this video on everyone's channels. Make sure you're subscribed to everybody's channels, no matter which channel you're watching this on. We would greatly appreciate it. And Cill and I will be back in March, and we will have Alana on as our recurring guest sometime in the near future, I'm sure. So thank you guys for watching. Yeah, give those likes and subscribes going, and we'll see you guys next month.